Hi all, this is Anjali and welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to do lesson 5 in which we are going to cover functions which we can use with series data structure. So this video is part of the complete course of informatics practices session 21-22 CBSE board class 12, right? So we have done how to create series, what are the various series attributes, and today we will be discussing the various functions which we can perform on series. So let's begin. So we move on to our PyCharm where we have already coded for the series thing, right? So we will work on the same series which we created earlier. Like this was the series where we have these values, we have given the index and the data type is given as float. That's why the values are coming in points, right? Now series we have created, what are the various operations, what are the various functions which you can work on them? The first one is head. So very basic functions are there, and these two are asked in the exams as well as used very frequently, and the names are head and tail. Okay, to have it in a better way, I'll do one thing, I'll add two more numbers to it. So let it be two more numbers, so A, B, C, D, E, and we add the index. If I don't add, I will be getting error because you can't do like you give 7 data items and you go only 5 indices. That's not possible. You would be getting an error if you do that. So right now I'm having 7 elements in my series. Okay, now I have 7 elements in my series. Now what I'm going to call s1 dot head. Now always remember, when you write an attribute, you don't write the round brackets after that. Clear? So when we use an attribute, like in the previous class we used d type, size, n bytes, ndim, anything, but we never put a round bracket after that. But in case of functions, you will always be putting this set of parentheses where you might give a value between the parentheses or you might not give. For example, in head, if I'm not giving and I run this, I'm getting only the first 5 values, right? So by default, head will display just the top 5 values from the series. You don't want top 5, you want only top 3, so you can pass 3 over here. If you pass 3 here, you will be getting the top 3 values. So I get top 3 values right here. Okay, similar way, as we have head, the meaning of head is very much clear, that from the top you have to pick, right? Similar way, if you have to pick from the bottom, then it is gonna be tail. So if you have to pick from the top, it is head. If you have to pick from the bottom, it's tail. So if I write tail, so these are the last 3 elements, that is E, F, G, right? If you don't pass 3, here also it will be showing 5 elements from the bottom. So the last 5 elements will be displayed. So that's the purpose of head and tail, right? Very much clear, very simple operations. So this is head and tail. Okay, other than this, we have many other operations possible. Like you just want to find the highest value out of the series. If you want to find the highest value out of the series, you can call max. So when you call max and execute it, you will see the highest value. So highest value out of the whole set of values is 80. That's why it is showing 80, right? If you want to see the lowest value, so lowest is also called as minimum, so highest is called maximum. That's why the name of the function is max. Lowest is called minimum and the name of the function is min. Now what difference you have in series and list? When we used to use this with list, then the way of writing was different. We used to write like this, min and then in brackets s1, right? But it won't work here because for series you cannot write like this. For series you have to write like this with a dot operator. So it has to be series object name dot and then the function name and then round brackets. So s1 dot min is going to show you the minimum value. Got it? So that's how we print the minimum. Now we have a few more functions with it. For example, you have sum. So if you want to find the total, you'll write sum and just run this. So if you add them up, if you add all of these like 67 plus 3 plus 55 plus 66 and all, you will be getting 301. Got it? So simple. Then we have a function called count. So count, we have a hell lot of functions here, but we will do only the important ones. So count is 7. So we have done min, max, sum, count. Now if you have to find the average, now see, when I try typing average, it doesn't show me anything. That means there is no function named average. So how will you find the average? Write in the comments, hurry up. So if I don't have a function for average, is there any way I can calculate it? If I can, what should I write? Write that in the comments below. So we can, by finding the sum and dividing it by count. So this is how we can find the average. We can find the sum divided by count and we'll get the average, right? One option is this, normal maths, basic logic. Another option is, we have methods over here, but the methods are named as mean, median, mode. If you have ever studied statistics, you would be knowing about that. Mean is exactly the average, arithmetic mean. So arithmetic mean is actually the average. So if I have to get the average, I can call S1 dot mean. So S1 dot mean is going to show me the same value which we just got with that formula, right? So this is your mean. But other than that, we have other operations in stats called median. We have mode. So median is that you arrange all the numbers in increasing order, and the central number is the median, right? So if we arrange all of them in increasing order, the number in the middle would be your median, which is 55 in this case. Mod is used when you have repeated values. We don't have any repeated values here, but if you have repeated values, so the number which has the maximum frequency is the mod, basically. So the number with maximum frequency is the mode, and here every element is just one, so it is showing all of them because no number has maximum frequency. But let me change the numbers. Let it be 20 and let it be 20. So now 20 is coming 3 times. This time if I execute, my answer is going to be 20. So mod is the number which has the highest frequency in your series. Okay, number of functions we have done. I hope you would remember these. These are not at all difficult. The only thing is you have to remember that which function is used to do what. And it is very simple. You just have to write the name of the series object dot name of the function which you want to work on it, right? So this is how we perform various functions on series. That is it for today's session. You're just going to practice these all functions on your own computer, or you can use Pydroid app to practice this on your phone, right? In the next session, I will be teaching you a very interesting concept called slicing. So slicing a series is very important and very interesting also. You might have done slicing, you must have done rather, in the class 11th list. How do we slice list, how do we slice tuples? So the same way we have slicing in series also. So we will be practicing that, we will be discussing that in the next session, right? In the case you have any doubts regarding this, feel free to write in the comments. There is a link to the Telegram group also in the description. You can join that and get in touch with me on Telegram. And I'm a Plus educator on Unacademy, so you can follow my profile on Unacademy. I have a Hindi channel also. The links for all the channels, my Instagram account and everything is given in the description, so do follow so that we should stay connected at the maximum number of platforms and you don't miss anything important coming from me. That is it for this video. By the time I upload more, keep watching, keep learning. Thank you.